GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, I'm Marcus Dunfield. Tonight we'll break down the rising waters at Browns Beach and the ongoing debate over the Martin Dunham Dam repairs. I'll also give you a quick look at today's traffic and the new auto show at the Saratoga Automobile Museum. Over to you, Diana.
The Taste NY Pavilion opens today at Saratoga State Park, featuring over 30 local food vendors, live acoustic music, and family-friendly activities through Sunday evening.
Tickets are free, and visitors can sample regional specialties like farm fresh cheese, craft cider, and artisanal desserts while enjoying a scenic view of the lake.
A dedicated kids' corner offers cooking demos, mini chef competitions, and interactive games, running hourly from noon until the pavilion closes at 10.
Lots to get to, let's begin. We have a full evening ahead with community highlights and more, so stay tuned as we dive in. Good evening, Saratoga Springs. Browns Beach is temporarily closed after runoff lifted Saratoga Lake over 25 inches, prompting Stillwater officials to deem conditions unsafe. The rise continues today. Owen Prescott has the full story.
Water is lapping higher against the sand at Browns Beach as officials from Stillwater Town step in to shut the area down for the day. Runoff from recent storms has pushed Saratoga Lake up more than 25 inches, flooding the low-lying boardwalk and making the shoreline unsafe for swimmers and families. Town engineers have set up barriers and posted signs warning of slippery footing and swift currents. Lifeguards are pulling equipment off the pier while visitors watch from the parking lot, hoping the level will recede. The closure is temporary, pending a drop in the lake's height, and officials say they'll reopen the beach once conditions improve. Owen Prescott, GMNA News, Browns Beach.
Officials and local activists are still debating the future of the Martin Dunham Dam after a series of recent storms tested its capacity. Saratoga County Engineer Herbert Hasbrook told the town board that the structure sustained minor damage, but may require extensive repairs to meet modern flood control standards. Former town supervisor Kathy Swoda urged the council to prioritize a comprehensive safety study before committing any reconstruction funds. The Save Dunham Coalition, representing nearby residents, has called for an independent engineering review, warning that a failure could threaten downstream neighborhoods during future heavy rain events. County emergency management officials say the dam remains operational, yet they stress that ongoing assessments will determine whether upgrades or a full replacement become necessary. A public hearing is scheduled for next week, giving citizens a chance to weigh in on the next steps.
Congresswoman Bianca Caputo is on the ground in Albany County, touring the flood damage in Coamons and Ravenna as she presses state and federal officials for emergency relief. The recent deluge that hammered the Hudson Valley left dozens of homes submerged, roads washed out, and businesses forced to shut their doors. Caputo, accompanied by town supervisors and emergency managers, stopped at a flooded elementary school and a family's ruined basement, noting that many families still lack safe shelter and clean water. She told local leaders the district will not recover without swift financial assistance, urging the governor and congressional appropriations committees to earmark additional funds for the hardest-hit neighborhoods. State legislators have pledged to draft a supplemental package, while the Federal Disaster Assistance Office is reviewing the claims. The effort continues as crews work to clear debris and restore power across the affected communities.
Flash flooding has carved a deep crevasse, completely washing away a section of Simons Road in Castleton, Rensselaer County, prompting local authorities led by Mark Salerno to assess damage. Owen Prescott has the full story.
Heavy rain carved a deep crevasse across Simons Road in Castleton, ripping out a stretch of pavement and leaving the lane completely washed away. The sudden flash flooding turned the normally quiet thoroughfare into a muddy gash that motorists cannot cross. Local officials, headed by Mark Salerno, arrived on scene within minutes, cordoning off the damaged segment and directing drivers to alternate routes. Engineers are surveying the break to determine how much of the road must be rebuilt, while residents watch the water recede from the exposed earth. The county has declared the area unsafe until repairs are completed, and crews are expected to begin work as soon as conditions allow. Owen Prescott, GMNA News, Castleton.
An upscale bar and restaurant is set to open its doors in Stuyvesant Plaza, Guilderland, bringing a New York City supper club vibe to the capital region. The new venue, still unnamed, promises a polished interior, craft cocktails, and a menu that blends classic American fare with contemporary twists. Developers say the concept aims to fill a gap for high-end dining outside downtown Saratoga, offering locals and visitors a sophisticated night-out option just a short drive from Broadway. Construction is nearing completion, and a soft opening is slated for later this month, with a grand launch expected in early summer. City officials welcomed the project, noting it could boost tourism and create jobs in the surrounding retail corridor. Residents can look forward to a new gathering spot that marries city flair with the relaxed charm of the Spa City. Coming up, we'll visit the Racing Hall of Fame for the new World from a Horse's View exhibit. Don't miss it. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Good evening, Saratoga Springs. Today, the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame in Saratoga Springs unveils its newest attraction, the World from a Horse's View exhibit. The hands-on installation places guests in the eyes of a thoroughbred, using motion-sensing screens and immersive sound to recreate the sights and sounds of a racetrack from a horse's point of view. Visitors walk along a simulated track, feel the rush of a gallop, and hear the crowd from a low-lying perspective, giving a fresh, engaging experience for both longtime fans and first-time museum goers. Museum staff say the exhibit aims to deepen appreciation for the sport by showing what a race feels like from the animal's side. The display is open now and will run through the summer, inviting families and racing enthusiasts to explore the sport in a brand new way.
Today, the Saratoga Automobile Museum launches its Summer Auto Show, featuring classic cars, live music, and family activities right here in town. Owen Prescott has the full story.
Classic chrome gleams under a bright August sky as the Saratoga Automobile Museum opens its Summer Auto Show at 9 a.m., running until 1 p.m. today. Families wander among rows of restored vehicles, from sleek 1950s coupes to vintage trucks that once roamed these streets. The museum's courtyard fills with the sound of a local band playing upbeat tunes, while kids enjoy face painting stations and a miniature driving course set up near the vintage rally display. Museum staff guide visitors through the history of each model, sharing anecdotes about the engineering milestones that shaped the industry. The event blends car culture with community spirit, offering a relaxed afternoon for enthusiasts of all ages. Owen Prescott, GMNA News, Saratoga Springs.
The Saratoga Racecourse is back in action after Thursday's record-breaking downpour forced the summer meet to pause. By Friday, the skies cleared, and officials opened the track for a full card of thoroughbreds on Saturday, marking the first races since the storm. Trainers and jockeys reported dry footing and a lively crowd eager to return to the stands. The reopening comes as the Traverse Stakes looms later this month, keeping momentum alive for the season's marquee events. City officials praised the swift cleanup, noting that the track's historic grandstand and the adjacent Saratoga Spa State Park remained undamaged. Local food vendors set up along Broadway, offering everything from pretzels to chilled lemonade, while the iconic mineral springs continue to draw visitors seeking a cool respite. Fans can expect daily racing through Labor Day, with the schedule now back on track and the summer's excitement fully restored.
Last week, the Saratoga Springs Little League U11 All-Star squad returned from Baldwinsville with a second-place finish in the New York State Little League Championship. The young athletes navigated a tough bracket, beating several regional rivals before falling in the final round. Coaches praised the team's discipline and community support that helped them compete against larger districts. Parents gathered at the hotel lobby to celebrate the achievement, waving the city's Blue Streaks flag and sharing stories of the players' dedication throughout the season. The runner-up finish marks the deepest state run for a Saratoga Springs team in the tournament's history, underscoring the program's growth and the talent coming out of the city's youth baseball ranks. The players will head back to the local fields this weekend, looking ahead to the summer league schedule.
Local thriller author Richard Kobelo will host a book signing for The Shady Side of Saratoga, Saturday, August 1st, at Impressions of Saratoga, Saratoga Springs from 9 a.m. to noon. Talia Whitcomb has the full story.
Richard Kobelo is on hand at Impressions of Saratoga for a Saturday morning book signing. The cybercrime thriller titled The Shady Side of Saratoga sits on a table beside a stack of fresh copies, and fans line up to meet the author. The event runs from 9 a.m. until noon, giving readers a chance to get signatures and chat about the plot that weaves local landmarks into a high-stakes digital chase. Kobelo, a Saratoga native, says the story grew out of his own experiences navigating the town's tech scene. The shop is buzzing with locals, students, and curious visitors, all eager to support a homegrown writer. Talia Whitcomb, GMNA News, Saratoga Springs.
Now let's hand it over to our meteorologist for tonight's forecast, coming up next.
A stagnant ridge holds the capital, letting a quiet jet keep clouds locked over Saratoga this evening. On this date, Saratoga Springs once saw a scorching 89 degrees in 2024, a peak that arrived with a late summer heat surge across the capital district. The opposite extreme fell to 53 degrees in 2023, recorded during an unusually early autumn chill that slipped through the lingering ridge. Normal high for August 1st hovers around 79, while the typical low rests near 64. Those benchmarks highlight how today's overcast 84-degree reading sits comfortably between the historic extremes. On the radar screen, the echo canvas is blank across the Hudson Valley, showing no rain bands or snow showers. A weak, westward jet at 46 miles per hour rides high above, keeping any moisture locked out of the low levels. With pressure holding steady and the ridge anchored, the air remains dry and stable. Expect this calm to linger, and the clouds will drift eastward past the city after midnight, clearing by early morning. At 6 p.m., the sky remains overcast with a temperature of 84 degrees and a humid feel near 90. Pressure is steady, neither rising nor falling, while the jet stream continues its westward push at 46 miles per hour. Light southerly breezes linger at 4 miles per hour, keeping the air calm. The UV index reads 6, though the sun is hidden behind thick cloud cover. Tonight's temperature will dip to 64 as the ridge holds, and the wind will stay under 10 miles per hour. No weather alerts are in effect, so no special precautions are required. Looking ahead, the same high pressure will dominate through tomorrow, preserving dry conditions before the next system approaches early next week. Tomorrow the ridge loosens, allowing moist southerly flow. Expect overcast skies, a high of 81, a low near 68, and a 75% rain chance that lingers into night. Monday brings a sharp dip in clouds as high pressure spikes, delivering clear skies, a high of 79, a low around 61, yet an 80% rain probability suggests lingering showers from the west. Tuesday stays mostly dry under clear conditions, with a high of 82 and a low near 61. Wednesday eases to mainly clear, high 81, low 63, and a modest 25% rain chance. Thursday the pattern retightens, bringing overcast skies, a high of 84, a low of 70, and a 40% rain risk as the next trough arrives. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Amazon Music or wherever you get your podcasts.
Up next, traffic updates, a look at today's Taste NY Pavilion, and a preview of the Traverse Stakes action. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
All major routes are moving freely this afternoon. Interstate 87 northbound, US Route 1, Route 9, and the downtown connector show no delays. The Saratoga Springs Express and the local bus lines are on schedule with no reported disruptions. Looking ahead, expect a gradual buildup as commuters head home after school. Around 4 p.m., Route 9 near the downtown plaza tends to thicken with shoppers and the weekly farmers market crowd. The Saratoga County Road near the racetrack also picks up a steady stream of traffic as race day visitors arrive. Drivers heading toward the Saratoga Spa should allow a few extra minutes as parking demand rises. Keep an eye on the western bypass after 5 p.m. Construction crews will resume work, likely slowing traffic for a short stretch. Overall, today's roads are clear, but plan for modest slowdowns in the early evening.
Brit Floyd and Get the Lead Out are lighting up the Saratoga Performing Arts Center tonight, a back-to-back tribute that will have every classic rock fan on their feet. If you're hungry for a taste of the Empire State, the Taste NY Pavilion at the race course right here in Saratoga offers New York-made bites you can sample and take home today. Betting fans can join the Jim Dandy Challenge at the same venue, a 1,000 buy-in contest that adds extra stakes to today's races. Tomorrow the Aviation Mall Carnival rolls into Queensbury with rides, games, and food for the whole crew, while the Mansion of Saratoga hosts Homemade Theater's Murder Mystery Dinner, a 3-course whodunit you'll solve over dinner. On Tuesday, soul legend Betty Lavette will grace Kathleen for an intimate evening you won't want to miss. And now here's James with sports.
Summer racing heats up, college football awakens, and minor league action rolls on. Mark your calendars for the Travers Stakes, the Grade 1 showdown on Saturday, August 29 at Saratoga Racecourse. With a purse of $1.25 million, the race crowns the Midsummer Derby, and the winner will cement a legacy before the fall campaign. UAlbany Great Danes kick off their 2026 football season Saturday, August 28 at home against New Hampshire. The opener sets the tone for the coaching staff's revamped offense, and early success could boost recruiting momentum as the Danes aim to climb the Colonial Athletic Association standings. The Saratoga card today features Pavlova's Palace, Bashfully Life is Good, and Correlation Trade battling on the turf. Handicappers will watch how the early speed horses shape the pace, while late runers look to capitalize, making for a dynamic afternoon of New York racing. The Frontier League's Tri-City Valley Cats travel to face the Down East Bird Dogs at 7 o'clock this evening. Pitcher rotations will be key, and a strong offensive showing could push the Cats back toward a playoff push as the summer schedule tightens. Rumors swirl that the Mets have opened talks with the White Sox to move right-hander Freddie Peralta. Prospects George Walkow and Boston Smith are mentioned as potential returns, signaling New York may look to retool its rotation, while Chicago eyes a fresh arm for the postseason. The Yankees' offense has sputtered, tallying just 2 unearned runs in the last 22 innings, as they prepare to face a Cubs lineup that ranks second in runs per game and third in WRC+. Pitcher Will Warren will need to keep the game close while the bats find their rhythm.
The Pearl, nestled in downtown Saratoga Springs, has just finished a major facility upgrade that brings the kitchen up to U.S. Department of Agriculture standards. Under the fresh direction of Marissa Perillo Ramen, the family-owned eatery is also rolling out an expanded menu that adds seasonal New York farm-to-table dishes alongside its classic seafood plates. The new equipment not only shortens wait times, but also opens the door for the restaurant to serve larger events and cater to a broader market. For longtime locals, the Pearl has always been a place where families gather after a day at the racetrack, and this growth means the flavor of our downtown will stay vibrant for years to come. Later, we'll explore the Military Museum's new augmented reality Revolutionary War display and celebrate our wrestling club's national honors. Stay with us.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Good evening, Saratoga Springs. The New York State Military Museum today unveiled an interactive augmented reality exhibit featuring 4 figures from the 1777 battles of Saratoga at 61 Lake Avenue, Saratoga Springs. Display is ongoing. Talia Whitcomb has the full story.
At the New York State Military Museum and Veterans Research Center, staff today rolled out a new augmented reality exhibit that lets visitors step into the 1777 battles of Saratoga. 4 digital figures, 2 British regulars, a Continental artilleryman and a militia scout, appear on screen when guests point their devices at the displayed artifacts. The AR experience blends historic uniforms, battlefield sounds, and tactical movements, letting onlookers watch the clash unfold right in front of the museum's original cannons. Curators say the technology is meant to make the Revolutionary War feel immediate and tangible for families and school groups. The launch marks the museum's first foray into immersive storytelling, inviting a new generation to explore the state's military past. Talia Whitcomb, GMNA News, Lake Avenue.
The Alliance Saratoga Wrestling Club sent 4 student wrestlers to the New Way Combat National Wrestling Championship in Atlantic City, where they secured podium finishes and captured 2 national titles. Bridget Halloran has the full story.
4 wrestlers from the Alliance Saratoga Wrestling Club stepped onto the mats in Atlantic City yesterday for the New Way Combat National Wrestling Championship. The team traveled from Saratoga Springs to compete against a field of the nation's top high school athletes. 2 of the Saratoga wrestlers clinched national titles, while the other 2 secured podium finishes, contributing to the club's tally of national medals. Coaches and teammates celebrated the achievements on the sidelines, noting the preparation that brought the group to a national stage. The championship, held in the historic Atlantic City Convention Center, wrapped up with the Saratoga squad returning home with medals and a sense of pride. Bridget Halloran, GMNA News, Boardwalk.
Thank you, Saratoga Springs, for joining us on the local sunset. Seeing the Saratoga race course reopen after yesterday's historic downpour was a true testament to our community's resilience. We appreciate your trust in us and look forward to bringing you more stories tomorrow night. See you then.